Today's assignment, we're going to review the periodic table. And so we're taking what we've learned this week and then again, just getting some practice with it. And we're also building off of what we've learned in the past. So before we begin, here you have a link to the periodic table and you have a link to the ape man chart to help you remember. And if for some reason those links don't work, if you go to the end of the assignment, you have a periodic table and you have the chart. Okay, so for this first section, what you're going to do is you're going to complete the chart. So you have 7 elements, and you're going to tell me how many particles are inside the nucleus. How many particles are outside the nucleus? So let's talk about this first. Inside the nucleus, we can find protons and neutrons. Okay? So in this section, what you're going to do is you're going to tell me how many protons and neutrons can we find for potassium, barium, iron, copper, silicon, mercury, and chlorine. Then what you're going to do is you're going to tell me how many particles are outside the nucleus. So what can we find outside? Well, we can find electrons outside. You're going to have to use Ape Man to help you. So what you can do, you're going to go to your periodic table and find the atomic number for potassium. And so when you find it, you're going to see that the atomic number is 19. So that means we have 19 protons. Oops, sorry. And we have 19 electrons. Okay. Then your mass number for potassium is 39. We're going to subtract your atomic number, which we said was 19. And that's going to give you your neutrons. So when you do your math, you should get 20 neutrons. Okay? So here, again, protons and neutrons. Well, if I add my protons and my neutrons, I should get 39. Okay? Then here, you're going to tell me the number of electrons. Well, we got 19. So here you're going to type in 19. All right. Now, I'm hoping that you're going to notice that the particles inside are always going to be equal to the mass number. That's what I hope you notice because we talked about it. Mass can be found inside the nucleus. And the reason why we can find mass in the nucleus is because both protons and neutrons have a mass, whereas electrons do not. So when we're looking at mass of an atom, we count protons and neutrons. So that's what you're going to do for this first section, for questions 2 through 7. How many particles inside? How many particles outside? You can add extra notes if you need. You can do it by hand, but just make sure that you're double checking your work. Thanks, guys.